Yeah, like this is cute. It's a vibe. It's shiny. The curls are dry, so it's gonna hold like this. It's a vibe, like I'm telling you. Hey friends, so your girl just got out the shower and we are ready to style my hair. As you've seen from the title and the intro, we are going to be doing spoolies today. But let me show you exactly what these spoolies look like. So spoolies come in 2 sizes. These may also be called magic hair rollers. The title is really interchangeable. So these are your spoolies, y'all. As you can see, I believe they're like silicone, that like plastic. I think this is called silicone. And you can see they come in 2 sizes, a large and a small. I like to do the small either in the front or around the perimeter of my hair, and the longer pieces of my hair get the large spoolie. So this is how they look, and you can see that they actually have these little cutouts right here too, so the hair can breathe and dry. But ultimately, if you are doing spoolies, you want to set some time aside for your hair to dry. You can do spoolies on blown out hair, or you can do it on wet hair like I'm about to do it on mine. I feel as though when I do any hairstyle on wet hair, it lasts a lot longer. When I blow out my hair and then do this style, the curls don't like hold or last as long as they would if my hair was wet when I was starting the style. So it's completely up to you. If you want to blow dry your hair, it will be less drying time, but if you do it on wet hair, I believe that the style is going to come out better and last a lot longer. So again, it's up to you. But let's go ahead and get started. You guys seen the spoolies. I'm going to show you what else we have to use for this hairstyle. I have here with me my Denman brush and just also a comb for parting. We will only be using a comb to part and then the Denman brush to help detangle. Y'all, did I really just say Denman brush? This is not a Denman brush. This is a Felicia Leatherwood detangling brush. I am so sorry. My bad, friend. Again, this is the Felicia Leatherwood detangling brush. I'll have it linked below. I think it's one of the brushes on the market. Literally, it says brush with the best. So yeah. And then we just have a little rat tail comb, and the only time we'll be using this is to make the parts in our hair. So if you are someone who is either a beginner or advanced in your natural hair journey, this video is still going to be perfect for you because spoolies is a very detailed hairstyle, but I'm going to be providing you guys with all the tips, tricks, and techniques to get through this style with ease. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into it. All right, friend. So let me take off my hair. This is what we're looking like. I got my hair cut probably like a week ago, and this is how it turns out. You guys can see how curly it is just right out the shower, so that's super exciting. If you guys are OGs, then you know like I come from a background of heat damaged hair, and I've been on my journey for about 10 years now. So now I feel like I'm in a place where I can teach others because I've been there, done that. Let me show you how to do it the easy way. Also, if you guys can hear the train in the background, I'm sorry. I'm so over it. We're just gonna keep recording. I've been in the game for like 10 years now, so I really know the ins and outs when it comes to like these heatless hairstyles and tutorials that I'm going to be showing you guys today. So as long as you guys watch the video from start to finish, step by step, I think you'll be fine. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. The very first thing we're going to do is go ahead and start to figure out where we want to do a part on our hair. We'll do a side part, y'all. We're going to do a side part right here, like a little U part actually. All right, so I just did a side part right here. All I'm going to do is take this piece in the front, right from the crown of my hair to the back of my ear, separate it. The separation does not have to look good whatsoever because you're not going to see the parts. So just go ahead like that, twist it up and out the way. I'm going to take a clip and go ahead and clip your hair. Every time I'm not working with a section, I always twist it and wrap it around itself in like a little bantu knot so it can retain as much moisture as possible. If I just leave my hair out like this, the moisture is going to start to escape, especially because I have high porosity hair. You can already see how it's starting to frizz up versus like the back. So that's why it's really important for me after I part and section off the front. Here's my second part right here. Hold on. Twist it and wrap it around itself like a bantu knot. Just keep wrapping and then go ahead and take a clip and secure it out the way, and we'll get to that in a second. So now we have the full back section out. What I like to do on my channel is I actually like to knock out the back section, and then I will show you guys the full demonstration. Once we get to the front of the hair, it's just a lot harder to record the back and you guys don't get the best angles, so it's not fair to you. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out the back section. As soon as I get to the front, I'll be back on camera so I can show you step by step step how to install these spoolies. All right, guys, I'll be back. Hey friends. All right, so I am back. I just finished the back section, y'all. This is how we're looking. Probably took me 15 to 20 minutes per side, I want to say, and that's because I have these tips and tricks that I'm about to share with you to get through this style a little bit quicker. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Actually, before we do, I do want to say some things. If you guys have ever used spoolies or magic hair rollers before, then you probably know after you're finished installing them, they might start to slip out a little bit. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's starting to slip. Do not worry about that right now. We're actually going to go back after we're done the entire hair, and we're going to go and just tighten them up a little bit, and then we're going to protect it with a net so it doesn't slip again. So if it is slipping, do not continue trying to keep rolling it back up because it is naturally just going to start to slip. Okay, yeah, this one's slipping. So again, I'm not even going to worry about that. When I'm done my entire hair, I'm going to go back and roll them all up, the ones that are slipping. I'm going to pop a net on so they don't slip anymore. That's a tip for you guys. All right, let's go ahead and continue. I'm going to go ahead and start with this side right here. I'm just going to go ahead and take this clip down, and what I want to do is I want to start to separate a small section of hair. So I'm going to just hold it out and figure out where do I want to separate at, and it looks like I'm going to a section just like this. All right, so I'm going to twist everything else up and out the way that we're not currently using. Anytime I'm not using a section, I do like to clip it up and out the way. So here's our section that we're going to start working on. Now remember, in the beginning I told you guys I have large and small spoolies. So around the perimeter of our hair, we may need to use the smaller ones. So I'm just going to start to take some of these out of the bag so they're already prepped and ready to go. Before I even do anything, I like to have them just like this right next to me. So all I have to do is just grab and put them in. I don't have to stop and reach in the bag and, you know, prep the spoolie. I like to have it out ready to go. Okay, so now that I have my section out and ready to go, all I'm going to do is take my mousse. Oh, I don't even know if I told you guys, but I'm using the Miche. It's called the Curl Defining Mousse. So here's how it looks. This is what I'm using for my styling product today. Okay, so let me go ahead and maybe like 3 squirts. We'll start with that and see where that gets us. Miche has very good slip. Like, I can take up the product and drag it all the way down my hair. All right, so now I'm just going to take my Felicia Leatherwood detangling brush and start to detangle from the ends up. And this section right here, I'm probably only going to need 2. So I'm going to break that in half. We're going to use a large one right here. All I'm going to do is take it, make sure that the flat part is facing my face. And then we're going to take the detangled hair, and I'm going to place my hair on top of the roller. And then make sure my ends are secure by rolling over them. And then continue just to ravel up. Once I'm raveled all the way up and I can't do it anymore, I'm just going to take that flap and flap it on over just like that. And that's how it looks. And I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to go ahead and detangle this front section. And then we're going to take it just like this, getting it as flat as possible. All I'm going to do is take my ends, wrap it on in there, and then I'm going to start to ravel up. The reason I like to do it that way is so the ends are protected and secure. If your ends are not protected and secured, it can come loose, and we don't want that. The hair is not going to turn out right. So that's how we're looking, y'all. And you can see again, it's starting to ravel down. I'm really going to try to wait to the end to go ahead and fix all of them, because it's going to happen. Like, they're going to unravel a little bit because they're slippery, and this is silicone, so it's not like staying, but we're just going to go ahead and fix all of them at the end, and then we're going to put a net on so we don't even have to really worry about that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next section. So the quickest way to get through this hairstyle is to go ahead and saturate the section that you're working on. So I'm just going to go ahead and part this in half. Okay, and I think that's a good section right there. So we have 2 more rows to go. We have these 2 sections. Wrapping this up and out the way. Alright, so again, the easiest way to get through this hairstyle is to already have this entire section saturated in product. Instead of like breaking it off and then putting the mousse on, put the mousse on the entire section first. That's probably too much. Oh well. This mousse smells so good, y'all. So I'm just smoothing it all on my section, and I'm also going to detangle the entire section. before we start to ravel. So by having the section that you're working on already prepped and ready to go, it's going to be able to get through that process a lot easier. And like I said, I already have my spoolies ready to go. They are right here next to me, about 5 or 6 of them. They're popped out, so all I have to do is just grab and go. Now I'm going to just go ahead and farther break down that section. So this can be my first one right here, making sure that the flat side is faced towards my face, and all I'm going to do is start to roll. I secure my ends by tugging those on first, raveling over my ends to make sure that they're in place, and then all I'm going to do is start to ravel up. Once I can't ravel up anymore, I'm just going to take it and pop it over that section, and then do the exact same thing to the front. We're going to use another big one, having the flat side face my face, taking the section, wrapping the ends first so that they're secure, and then I'm going to ravel over my ends so the whole curl will not come loose, and start to ravel up. Once I can no longer ravel, all I'm going to do is just pop it down into place. Literally got through that within like 45 seconds. And again, they're going to start to come loose. Like I said, don't worry about it, friend. We're gonna fix that at the end. It should not take longer than 5 seconds to go and just tighten everything up and throw a cap on. All right, last section on this side. Let's do it. Make sure the flat part is facing my face. I'm gonna go ahead and start to wrap my ends on, ravel over my ends, and start to ravel up. Once I can't ravel up anymore, I just pop it down. Just like that, and we're gonna do it one more time, taking it just like that. It is so easy, y'all. And that is it, y'all. We got through that entire section with so much ease. All I have to do is just knock this out really quickly and I'm literally done. I am so excited. If you guys are feeling like you're learning something, if you're feeling more confident and being able to install spoolies or magic hair rollers, go ahead and give this a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe, because I always do content like this on my channel. And also I will have these spoolies or magic hair rollers in the description below so you guys can actually go out, buy it, and try it for yourself. All right, let me go ahead and move on to this side right here. You guys can watch me work, and we'll be done within literally the next 7 minutes. We should be finished. All I'm gonna do is start taking out some more spoolies. I am taking them out of the bag. I'm popping them out like this and just placing them right next to me on my little desk, so they are all ready for me to go. I'm definitely a grab and go type of person. I don't want to be digging in the bag when my hands have product on it or whatever the case may be. So I'm definitely spilling the tea and giving you guys all the tips on how to be prepared to do the hairstyle, because if you are prepared, then you can execute with ease. That's just how we doing it over here, friend. All right, so next section, we're gonna put the timer on, stopwatch, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with our hair and see how long it takes to do this section. I'm not gonna be talking. To get this side done, or no? It didn't, y'all. It took me 12 minutes and 7 seconds to get this side done. Now, granted, my part is over here, so I did have more hair to conquer on this side, but hey, whatever. 12 minutes for one side really isn't that bad. And it was super easy because I already had everything set up to just keep going. So now what I'm going to do is the most important part. So like I said before, if you guys have ever done spoolies or magic hair rollers before, then you probably experience when they start to come a little loose. Y'all see how loose this one is. What we're going to do right now is just go back and tighten everything up. I also have here with me a random hairnet that I found, so hopefully this is enough to keep everything locked into place. So let me go ahead and do that really quickly. It really should not take you more than 5 minutes just to go ahead and tighten everything back up. Whew. All right, y'all, so I did the best I could with just re-wrapping some of them that were coming a little bit loose. It took me no longer than like maybe 5 minutes, 6 minutes. But now what I'm going to do is the most important part. I hope this doesn't like hurt my head. Okay, just gonna put the net on. Something like this, I guess. Oh my gosh. Yo, what am I doing? What am I doing? Ah, it hurts my eye. Ah, my eye. Okay, hold on. Try your best to get your net on. Not the easiest thing to do, but we're doing it. The net on the other side. Oh gosh, it's like everywhere. All right, so the net is on. All right, so I thought I was done, but I realized that some of them were still a little bit loose. So after I put the net on, I'm literally just taking it. You can see it's a little bit loose, so I'm gonna wrap it on back up. And then I'm going to secure it again. And now this time I'm going to take the net and just pop it right under the net like that. It literally cannot go anywhere once the net is on. So I'm just going to wrap it back up, pop it under the net like that. Seeing that? So you can see there's a gap right there. I'm just rolling it, securing it back down, and then I'm taking the net and popping it under the net. So it literally cannot get loose again. Just take it and put it underneath the net like that. All right, y'all, so the second time I did that was so much easier. I realized when I was rolling them and then I would go to another side, this side would start to slip back out, which again, it's not a problem because all you have to do is secure it with a net. But the second time I did it, I put the net on and then I started to roll. Right when I was done with that one, I opened the net up, I put that spoolie into the net and moved on to the next side like you saw I demonstrated. Now, because I have a little opening piece right here, I'm just going to gather all that and take a little rubber band, secure that with the rubber band. But this is literally how we're looking. The spoolies are finally secure. They're not coming loose. We have the net on and we can finally sit under the dryer, let these dry, and move on to the next portion of this video. So let's talk about drying your spoolies. As I said, you guys can see those little black holes or cutouts in the spoolie. That is so the air can get in there. Honestly, because they're the silicone texture or silicone material, it's going to take a little bit longer to dry than it normally would with a flexi rod or a perm rod where the curl is actually out in the open drying. I'm probably going to sit under the dryer for maybe 1 or 2 hours. I'm also going to sleep in this roller set. The time is now 2:20, so I'm not going to be back here for another 24 hours to probably take this out. And I know the reason that people don't like doing these intricate hairstyles is because they feel like they just don't have the time. However, once I unravel these tomorrow, I'm literally good to go for the next 7 to 10 days because I did this hairstyle and secured it the way I'm securing it, and I'm going to make sure it's 100% dry before I take them down. So a lot of people think that it just takes too long to do. They don't have the time on their hands. They don't have enough time to dry it. But I'm literally telling you, if you set 1 day aside to just do your hair a week, normally people do their hair maybe like Saturday evening, and then Sunday evening they can have their hair almost ready to go, and then Monday you can take it out and go to work. Some days you're just gonna have to sacrifice a weekend to your hair. I'm sorry, friend. But I would... Who calling me? Who calling me? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, yes, this is Aleia.
Hi, Aleia. My name is Jerome Hines. I'm a health and life insurance agent. Do you currently have health insurance?
Alrighty. Well, anyways, what was I saying, friend? I was rudely interrupted. Yeah, so like I was saying, a lot of people are gonna feel as though this hairstyle is gonna take too long for them, but like I said, just do it once a week and you're literally good to go for the entire week. But again, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. We're gonna go ahead and sit under a hooded dryer and get some work done over at my desk because I have tons of editing to do right now. Yeah, so I will be back, y'all, tomorrow when these are dry. Hey, y'all, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's been, what, like 2 days because I ain't really been nowhere. So these have been sitting in my hair chilling. However, I will say that I slept fine, y'all. I don't know if you guys have ever slept in flexi rods or perm rods before, but I would take spoolies any day. They have like a rubbery silicone consistency, so they're super squishy. And if you are tired, you're probably not going to feel these at all like I was. So I actually slept in these for probably like 2 nights because again, I did not go anywhere. So sleeping was totally fine with me just because I know what it's like to sleep in perm rods and flexi rods, and that's very uncomfortable. So like I said, I will take spoolies any day. And as you can see, I have left my net on this entire time. I'm actually about to take it off here in a second. The net helps a lot. Like, you cannot do this hairstyle without a net because I already know that these wanted to come loose and unravel, but the net was there to catch them. So there was no problems at all. I did sit under the dryer for roughly like maybe an hour, hour and a half. And then I slept in these for 2 nights. So I think they're going to be dry. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take these down. I'm going to show you guys the best technique to take these down with. The only thing that you're going to need is your bag so we can put our spoolies right back in it. I swear by keeping all of my spoolies and just all of my hair tools in my Shein and Fashion Nova Ziploc bags, it keeps my room so much cleaner. Before I started doing that, I would kind of just throw them and talk to you guys, but now like I make sure that I am programmed to put the spoolie or the hair roller back into the bag so nothing gets lost and everything stays organized. So that is a pro tip for you guys. Go ahead and keep your Shein and in Fashion Nova bags so you guys can put your hair tools back in them when you're finished. The other thing I have here with me is an oil. I don't know about you guys, but I love to use oil when I am taking down any type of curl. So it really helps with flyaways. It helps keep everything slick, and also the shine kind of comes through and things of that nature. So we're going to be using the Gimme. This is the Wonder Curl Gimme Shine Hair Oil. Here it is right here. They just launched this. I've been using Wonder Curl for a few years and I absolutely love their products. So I will have this tag below, but let's go ahead and see how it works in my natural hair. All right, so without further ado, all I'm going to do first is take this off. So excited. So excited. Okay, so this is what I do when I am taking down any type of roller set. One, I always start, not always, but in this case we will be starting in the back because it's going to be easier to work back to front. And the second tip that I want to give you guys is don't take all the spoolies out then go and clip them out the way and start to unravel. We are going to be unraveling as we go. I promise you this is a lifesaver when it comes to saving time. Unravel as you go. We're going to take one spoolie out, we're going to unravel and fluff it, make sure it looks nice, and then we're going to move on to the next spoolie. By the time we get to the top of our hair, we are done. We do not have to go back for separation, which is like the worst part because it takes forever. But if you do it along the way, it speeds the process up a ton. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get these taken down. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Y'all, let me tell you how it was not recording. I gotta go back and see like what you guys saw last. That's not funny. I'm so upset. Like, we already started. Like, all right, y'all, sorry, but we have to go back a little bit. I was saying while it was not recording that you are gonna want to use some kind of oil in your hair while you're taking down your roller set. This is gonna help with flyaways. It's gonna help smooth everything down, and it's also gonna help create a little bit more shine. So the oil that I'm using is the Wonder Curl Gimme Shine Hair Oil. This is their newest product that just launched, guys. It's right here. They just launched this October, and I will have this link below with my discount code. I love the Wonder Curl products. I love how they smell. They're all natural. So we're just gonna do some spritzy spritz right on my hand. Okay, and I already took down the first one, but let me show you guys how I do it again. So I don't know if I caught this on camera, but you do start in the back and you want to work your way to the front. And then I also like to separate as I go because it will save a lot of time. So you can see this one's already separated out and it's also fully dry. All right, so let me go ahead and take another one. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with the next one right here by the nape. I just popped it out just like that. And then how I like to unravel is I do like a little bit of wind. Like, I go like that. It's a winding action, and that's gonna help create the curl. Boom, just like that. Wow. Oh, she pretty, y'all. She's pretty. And then we have our sheen bag. We're gonna pop this right back into our sheen bag so everything can remain nice and neat. So now I have the oil on my hand, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start to separate because we separate as we go. So I'm just gonna get this as flat as possible, and then I'm gonna start to naturally feel where it wants to separate and pull it apart. Just like that. Wow. These curls are gonna be so pretty, guys. Oh, we got some curls back there. You guys can't really see them, but they're coming. So let's do it again. You just want to pop it out just like that and then start to unravel the hair. Y'all see? Okay, okay. The spoolie goes back into the bag, just like that. And the oil's already on our hands, so we're going to go ahead and get it flat. And then wherever it naturally wants to separate, that's where we're going to separate at. Okay, okay, we got some curls back there, y'all. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going. Again, you just want to pop it out, have it just like that, and then I'm going to start to unravel. Whoa. goes like all the way down, like past my chest, and it is up. It won't even touch my shoulder. Black hair, y'all, is so unique. Curly hair is so unique. The fact that we have so many styles that we can do to manipulate our hair to get the perfect curly style. Like, I have been doing this for 2 years and I'm still mind blown every time my hair comes out like this, knowing that my hair is a little bit longer, it's a little bit more on the wavy side, and I have perfect spiral curls in my hair that's gonna last. Like, I don't want to shake too much because we still gotta take out this side, but y'all, like, this is cute. It's a vibe. It's shiny. The curls are dry, so it's gonna hold. Like, this, it's a vibe. Like, I'm telling you, I love the length. I love it. I love like the cut. I recently got a cut and like you can kind of see it. Like, I'm really happy. So let me go ahead and just finish taking this out so you guys can see how it looks like. I'm gonna take out the other side off camera, so I will be right back. Hey friends. Do you see how big my smile is? I'm so happy. It is so, like, I'm really happy. I actually love when my hair is like kind of short like this, because throughout the days to follow, my hair is going to slowly start to drop. Right now, it's not even touching my shoulders. And that is why, again, I love natural hair. And I love all the ways that we're able to manipulate our hair to make it long, short, curly, straight, whatever the case may be. If you have natural hair, then you can definitely do it. Now, I do want to remind you guys that I started my natural hair journey in 2014. So my hair is trained. My curly hair is trained. I did the transitioning process when I slowly but surely cut off chunks of my hair throughout the years, and I finally am in a place where my hair is healthy. And when your hair is healthy, you will get results just like these. So whether you're starting your natural hair journey on it, or you just need help getting through to the next step or the next level that you want to be at with your curls, follow me, because I'm going to give you guys all the tips and tricks to do so on this page. But yeah, we got curls, friend. We got some curls, friend. It's called the shake and go, honey. These curls are going to last me for about 7 to 10 days. And then the amount of hairstyles that you could do with this, like if you want to pull it up, if you want to just like bobby pin it over here, if you want to do a mohawk, like if you want to pull it all, girl, like I'm gonna be having so much fun with this curly hairstyle, friend. So make sure you guys are staying tuned on my channel so you can see the hairstyles that I'm performing throughout the week. I'm active on Instagram and on TikTok at As Always Aleia, and of course on YouTube and YouTube Shorts as well. So y'all, that's about it. I'm gonna show you guys how to maintain the hairstyle throughout the week on my other social media platforms as I get through. For the people who are saying that they don't like to do their hair because it takes too long, they don't have the time, or their styles just don't come out right, it's probably because you're doing something wrong. And as you can see, I got through this hairstyle with ease. So if you are somebody who is struggling to do just hairstyles like spoolies, flexi rods, perm rods, anything, flex grip rollers, magic hair roll, anything, follow me on social media, follow me on YouTube so I can show you step by step how to do it. I do not want to see you fail. I want to see you guys happy with your curls. And the only way you're going to be happy is if you execute it correctly. And I'm here to show you just how to do that. Y'all, my hair is 100% dry. Curls are popping. We did it once again, and I'm good to go for like the next 7 to 10 days. I'm going to be shaking and going, y'all. I'm going to be shaking and going. But if you guys have any questions, please drop them in the comments below, or you can DM me on Instagram at As Always Aleia. And of course, please, if you did learn something from this video, if you feel as though I'm entertaining to you, or if this was educational, then go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. You guys are so helpful when it comes to me knowing what to do, because I literally am feeding off of you. You guys are asking me the questions and I'm answering them, and that's it. I'm here for you guys, okay? So this is Happy Curl, Happy Girlfriend. I'm a happy curly girl right now, friend. I got to go, honey. I got to go show the world my curls, okay? But without further ado, I am gonna let you guys go. My name is Aleia. This is As Always Aleia, where we always keep it real. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.